If you're living in Thailand long term, have you ever thought, wait, what was I supposed to do next? Does that sound familiar? Today, I'll walk you through the essential procedures that every long-term resident traveling between Thailand and Japan needs to complete, broken down into 5 easy-to-follow steps. I'll also share a checklist at the end, so be sure to save it for future reference.
Let me start by giving you an overview of the entire process. I'll be covering everything in 5 steps. Step 1 is what to do within 72 hours before entering Thailand. Step 2 is what to do immediately after re-entering Thailand. Step 3 covers what to do within 90 days of entry. Step 4 is about recurring tasks during your stay. And Step 5 covers what to do while you're staying in Japan. If you travel back and forth between Thailand and Japan, you'll need to repeat steps 1 through 4 every trip.
Step 1 is what to do within 72 hours before entering Thailand. This is your TDAC application. TDAC stands for Thailand Digital Arrival Card, and you need to apply online every single time you enter Thailand. You can submit your application up to 72 hours before boarding, so it's a good idea to get it done the day before your flight. TDAC is required every time you enter Thailand. Don't forget to complete it before you board.
Step 2 covers what to do immediately after re-entering Thailand, within 24 to 48 hours. These procedures are required every time you return to Thailand. First is the resubmission of TM30. Simply ask your apartment manager and show them your passport. They'll take care of the rest. Make sure to get your receipt stub. Second is updating your overseas resident registration. Report your return to Thailand via ORRnet. It's easy to do from your smartphone or computer. Third, register the 90-day report deadline in your calendar. Here's an important point to keep in mind. Every time you leave Thailand and re-enter, the 90-day count resets from that date. In other words, the deadline changes every time you travel abroad. Be sure to update your calendar alert every time you re-enter. Step 3 is what to do within 90 days of entering Thailand. This is the submission of your 90-day report. However, the first time requires special attention. For your very first submission, you must go in person to the Chiang Mai immigration office and submit it on paper. Online filing is not available for the first time, so please keep that in mind. Aiming for around day 75 gives you a comfortable buffer. From the second submission onward, you can apply online. The filing window is from 15 days before to 7 days after the deadline. Setting a calendar alert in advance will make things much easier. Step 4 covers the recurring tasks to handle during your stay in Thailand. The first is submitting your 90-day report. From the second time onward, you can file online, so complete it within the window of 15 days before to 7 days after the deadline. The second is visa renewal. If you hold a retirement visa, you'll renew it at the immigration office in your area. As a general rule in Thailand, renewal applications are accepted starting 30 days before your visa expires. However, this may vary depending on your local immigration office. The accepted filing period can differ by location. For example, in Chiang Mai, it's become standard practice to accept applications 45 days in advance. I recommend checking with your local immigration office ahead of time to confirm. Even if you apply early, your new visa expiry date will still be set to 1 year from your current visa's expiration date, so there's no disadvantage to applying early. Getting your re-entry permit at the same time as your visa renewal is the smart way to handle it. If you're using an agent, they'll usually handle everything together. Please note that when completing these procedures, you'll need your TM30 receipt stub, so be sure to bring it with you. Step 5 covers what to do during your stay in Japan. First, once you've returned to Japan from Thailand, submit a temporary return notification via ORRnet. It's easy to do from your smartphone or computer.
One of the most common questions I get is, what should I do about my resident registration? If your lifestyle involves spending 9 to 10 months a year in Thailand and 2 to 3 months in Japan, it's better to keep your resident registration in Japan. There are two main reasons for this. First, you can continue to use Japan's public health insurance. Second, you can keep your brokerage and bank accounts without any complications. If you deregister your residence, dealing with these matters becomes significantly more complicated. Unless you have a specific reason to do so, I recommend leaving your registration as is.
Let's wrap up with a summary of everything we covered today. Step 1. Within 72 hours before entering Thailand, submit your TDAC application. Step 2. Immediately after re-entering Thailand, resubmit TM30, update your overseas resident registration, and register your 90-day calendar alert. Step 3. Within 90 days of entry, first 90-day report submission. The first time must be done in person at the counter on paper. Step 4. Recurring tasks during your stay. Continue submitting 90-day reports and renew your visa while obtaining a re-entry permit at the same time. Step 5. While staying in Japan, submit a temporary return notification via ORRnet. Keep your resident registration active and verify your bank accounts. Take a screenshot of this checklist and save it. It'll come in handy when you need it most.
So, how did you find today's video? There are several recurring procedures involved in long-term stays in Thailand, but once you organize them step by step, you'll find they're surprisingly manageable. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and give it a like. Next time, I'll be sharing more useful tips for long-term living in Thailand. See you in the next video.